Vikings control the basketball. They're down on the offensive end. Ball into the inside, shot up, no good. Tied up for the rebound, and we have a whistle. And they're going to say the Skyline player was on the end line, so it'll remain Hazel Park basketball.
Look for the Eagles to come out and employ a bunch of different defensive sets, and speaking with Coach Keith Wade.
Wilkerson drives, the shot's up, no good. Rebound by Janae Sims. Sims still with it, puts a shot up and in. Coast to coast for Janae Sims.
Nice bucket there by Sims. She's coming off a season-high 19 points against Dearborn Heights Robershard last game.
And there's an intercept by the Eagles. Nice job by Sarah Vereen. Now Young at the top of the key. Set shot for Vandermeulen. That one's no good.
That's the other person we got to keep our eyes on tonight. Vandermeulen is the second leading scorer, averaging about 11 points on the season.
Another shot by the Vikings is no good. That one by Courtney Combs. And just like that, the Eagles are back down the floor. Now Vandermeulen to Young. Young for the long shot. In and out, no good.
Nice form there, though. She really squared herself up to the basket and just a little bit long.
We have a tie-up down underneath the basket. Possession arrow favoring the Vikings. We'll check that. It's Eagle ball. Sims will inbound. Now back out to Vandermeulen. Over to Young. Back to Sims for the three. And that's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Ferris.
There's that Eagle defense. Pressure full court.
And another jump ball.
The Eagles holding opponents to only 44 points a game, Pete. They come out and play some tenacious defense. Only their second varsity year.
Oh, and the press works once again, intercepted by Vandermeulen. Now back to Sims. And Sims gets bumped. And Tori Wilson will pick up the foul for Hazel Park. And Hazel Park will call a 30-second timeout. Head coach Jennifer Barrios not liking what she's seeing. She wants to have a talk with her troops before things get out of hand. Well, that press is working well for the Eagles.
Just what we were talking about before, Pete, the defense pressure that Coach Wade likes to employ. It kind of changes up his style. Sometimes it's zone, sometimes it's man-to-man, but you can bet on one thing. They're going to be feisty. They're going to have a lot of hands in the passing lane tonight. They like to cause turnovers.
Oh, Young gets it into Sims. Over to Vandermeulen, down low. Set shot from the corner from Norris. No good.
Nice rebound and put back there by Vereen.
Sarah Vereen with the basket.
Kind of in the right place at the right time there.
Well, turnover in favor of Skyline. Sims will bring it up the floor slowly. Now to Young. Off the front of the rim, no good.
Wow, she does have a really nice shot. It's just a tad bit off.
And Norris ties up the Viking defender. We get another jump ball situation, possession arrow, favoring the Eagles. There's a three for Vandermeulen, misses everything. Rebound fought for. And a kick ball, it's going to go in favor of the Vikings, the turnover.
Well, the Eagles aren't too bashful outside that arc. They get an open look, and that's going up.
Have yet to hit one, but haven't been afraid to take it. Another near steal. Hazel Park breaks the press. Shot up off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Young. She hits the deck. And Wilkerson will pick up the foul for Hazel Park.
Good start for the Eagles. That's just what Keith Wade wants, the coach of the Eagles. Any type of adversity they've faced in the early part of the season is, they're still trying to learn how to win, as he told me.
Well, Sims backs it out, takes the long three, and it's in.
There you go. Again, Sims squares up and hits a nice shot.
Yeah, reach-in foul on Allison Young.
And you like the way that Sims, she backs up, she rocks it, and drops it. Nice shot there.
Near steal by Vandermeulen. Toma will take it down the floor, put the shot up, no good. Rebounded by Wilson. That's going to stay Viking possession. Now Wilkerson will take a shot, no good. Out of bounds will be Skyline basketball.
As you can see on that defensive set there, the Eagles were in a zone this time. So just as Keith Wade told us before the game, they're going to switch up their defensive sets as much as possible to confuse these Vikings.
Oh, another three-pointer for Skyline, and it's through. Zena Shinar with the three.
Shinar got her feet set, and we were talking about they're not too bashful from behind the arc. Now they're starting to fall.
We'll take a look at that three ball from Shinar. Nice arc and nothing but net.
She shot it from the wrong hand there. Was she lefty or something, Pete?
That's never called the wrong hand, Kevin. Don't you ever forget that.
Got to make a note of that.
You're talking to a lefty here, so.
That's why. Okay.
It's not the wrong hand.
Is it the better hand from your perspective?
It's the best hand.
There you go. Either way, she put it down.
Well, Vikings will inbound. Another steal. This by Sims. Puts the shot up, no good, but she draws the foul.
Nice quick hands there by Sims, and after she gets it, gathers herself, goes straight up. Nice strong shot.
4:18 left to go in the first quarter. Skyline up 10-zip. Real nice start for the Eagles so far. Sims' first free throw is up and good. Nice high arc.
Coach Wade was just hired 1 week before the season, so this is kind of coaching under fire at each game. He's going to have to come out and employ a little bit of teaching.
Second free throw's off the back of the rim.
A little bit more than most people.
Ellie Pasden pulls down the rebound for Hazel Park. She's on the end line, so turnover in favor of the Eagles. Now Sims back out top of the key. Now Sims gets it back, cranks up the three. That's off the rim, no good. Rebound by Troy Owens.
Owens nearly came away with that rebound.
Well, Eagles set up in the press once again.
Nice, strong first 4 minutes for the Eagles, shutting them out.
Well, a nice job by Coach Wade to rotate his players in and out, keeping them fresh, running this press. Another near steal. And that errant pass is out of bounds. It'll be another turnover by the Vikings.
Coach Wade has to be happy, as like you're saying, he's getting an opportunity to see what each player he has on his bench can do for him without having a preseason or a summer camp program. That's important for him to have games like this to see what he has.
Now entry pass into Ibarra. Can't handle it.
A little bit too many hands up in there for a pass like that, but wow, good D.
Steal by Vandermeulen. Pass to Owens. Owens puts it up, in and out, no good. Richardville with the rebound for the Vikings. Quickly down the floor, it's Pasden. And we have a whistle.
Might be a block.
Blocking foul. Ibarra will pick up the foul.
Let's see if the Vikings can get themselves off the schneid.
First one on the way is rolls off the rim, no good. There's a look at that on the replay.
Tough call there, really. I mean, when you take a look at it, it didn't seem like Ibarra really did too much of anything.
Feet weren't set. I think that probably was the only thing. Maybe the ref was looking at her feet were moving a little bit. And with that second free throw, Hazel Park gets on the board. Good job. Steal by Vandermeulen. Quick shot by Owens. Off the rim, no good.
Oh, good rebound.
Rebound by Vandermeulen. Put back up.
Nice.
And in by Sidney Allen.
Got to love the play there of Anita Vandermeulen. Quick hands and way to look up and find a teammate. There's that D again, Pete.
And Owens is going to be called for the travel. Stay Hazel Park basketball.
Still, you got to like that effort, going down to the ground.
There's a look at that steal by Vandermeulen.
It was
Owens.
Nice. She turns around and keeps her head up, but she followed the play. Yep. Every coach loves to see that.
Good work by Vandermeulen.
Vandermeulen nearly with another steal.
And shot up by Pasden is no good. Young will bring it down the floor. Long shot by Owens, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Ferris. And this Skyline press is really making it hard for Hazel Park to get set in their offense.
Well, that's the wrong spot that you'd like to have. You don't want to come right over the half-court line because you have another defender. And just for the Eagles, that's exactly where they want to put that pressure and pin that Viking player up against that backcourt line.
And Young called for the foul for Skyline, so it'll be side out Vikings. Ball into the middle, shot up. Off the rim, no good. Rebound put back up, no good. And Skyline will come away with it. And Young will hustle it down the floor. Gets it back to Sims for a three-pointer. Off the front of the rim, no good. And that's going to be Viking basketball.
Boy, you weren't kidding there, Pete. Young, she has a very good handle on the basketball, brings it up, and she really sets the floor well. Found the open player just a little bit off the rim there from Sims.
Another steal by Ibarra for Skyline, just like that. Vandermeulen back down the floor. She puts a shot up, no good.
Young Vandermeulen, she's a player, only a sophomore, but she gets that ball. And nothing's stopping her until she gets to the rack, Pete.
Well, Vandermeulen will go to the line for free throws.
And this is where the Eagles really they excel at the foul line, shooting over 77% at the line.
That one rattles home for Skyline. Minute 44 to play in the first quarter. Skyline with the commanding 14-1 lead. Vandermeulen with another free throw on tap. Yeah, they're not Skyline not a real big team, but certainly a lot of energy and able to get into the passing lanes and create that turnover press. Something that will do them well in the coming years as they develop their players. This is the first year they've had seniors.
And you like to see that they're very coachable, speaking with Coach Wade, as well as on the defensive end is where they really are excelling at. And it sometimes is, with a young group, tough to teach.
And there's another steal by Vandermeulen to Sims. Sims underneath the basket.
Same way.
Off a Hazel Park player, and it'll remain Skyline basketball. Oh, into the corner, back to Young. Young looking to shoot. Off the front of the rim, no good.
Good rotation on that shot. Patient.
Just hasn't gotten him to fall quite yet.
No, but adding up the shot attempts, I think they're taking a little bit more behind the arc than inside the arc right now.
Vikings break the press. Get it down the floor. Jump shot up, off the rim, no good. And a jump ball situation. It's going to stay in favor of Hazel Park.
The defensive pressure even keeps going as they break the press there. I mean, you saw how there's 2 and 3 hands that the Viking players are shooting over.
And there's a shot up by Haley Pasden, and it's good. And that's good for 3.
Final minute of the first quarter.
First field goal for the Vikings in the entire game. A 3 ball for Vandermeulen, misses everything. Now quickly down the floor, Coombs with it for Hazel Park, puts a shot up, no good. And it looks like Janae Sims will pick up the foul for the Eagles.
Sims was trailing on the play. She kind of didn't make that decision. Should I go for the block or should I take or go up and try to block the shot? Here you kind of see her indecisive there and never really set her feet.
Well, Courtney Combs heads to the line, shooting 2. First one on the way. Misses everything. Next one is up and in.
Hazel Park comes out in a different defensive set here. 1-2-2 press.
There's a steal for Hazel Park. Coombs gets it back again. Knocked out of bounds by Sims. Foul.
Sims had an opportunity to cleanly poke the ball from the back, but it looks like she placed her left hand on the Viking offensive player, and that's where she picked up the foul.
Set shot by Ferris. No good. Rebounded by Schooner.
Have to know the clock now.
Long shot by Schooner is no good. Rebound by Vereen.
Unfortunately, Vereen should have maybe put that ball on the deck one time, and then she would have had a nice layup.
And the ball knocked out of bounds by Vandermeulen. Just 1.4 left.
Vandermeulen's getting her hands on everything. Very athletic.
That long bomb misses everybody, so to go back to the Eagles on the other side. Actually touched by...
Actually, I think they said it wasn't touched, Pete, so they're going to bring it down here, and a great opportunity for the Eagles to cap off an outstanding first quarter with one more bucket.
And a steal by the Eagles. Skyline can't convert, but after one quarter of play, it's Skyline 14 and Hazel Park 5.
Well, that was a very good opening quarter for the Skyline Eagles, and their 2 victories, they come out and they really put up points, and that's what they did tonight. I mean, in the first quarter, they're averaging 61 points in their 2 victories on the year, only 36 points on the losses. So, very good start for them, and I guess Coach Keith Wade is pretty pleased so far.
I think you're right on the button there, Kevin. They've got 14 points in the first quarter, and they could have had plenty more. I mean, they missed quite a few three-pointers. If they worked the ball inside a little bit more, they could easily be over 20 points after one quarter of play, and they'd be really rolling.
Yeah.
So maybe their offense is to shoot those three-pointers. They're just not falling as of yet. And if they start falling, it could spell a lot of trouble for the Vikings.
Well, good patience by the Eagles because they are moving the ball around the perimeter. And although they are shooting a lot of three-pointers, Speed, it doesn't seem like they're bad shots. They're facing up and they're just maybe a little bit long. So it is a good start overall. As far as the defensive end, though, that's exactly what Coach Wade wants to see. Coming out, tough defensive pressure, full court pressure, a lot of turnovers caused by Nita Vandenmuller getting her hands on a lot of different balls, and I don't think it could have had a better first quarter myself.
Went pretty well for the Eagles, and we'll see what happens here in the second quarter as we're just about to get underway. Yeah, you're right about that, Kevin. The Viking defenders are going to have to get out to those three-point shooters and get a hand in the face, get a run at them, something to try and get them off their game there, because if those start falling, it's going to be real trouble for the Vikings. Well, first possession down the floor for the Eagles. And a referee's whistle. Foul called. Silva picks up the foul for Hazel Park. Quick inbound to Valentine. 2 shots. And finally put in by Vereen. Gets the bucket.
That's her second bucket of the night. It was good to see she was in the right place at the right time.
Now Silva with a shot off the glass and good.
Nice hook shot. They're off to a lot better start than in the first quarter, the Vikings are.
Oh, Young to Schunar, back to Young.
Vikings
over to Vandermeulen.
Vikings, I'm sorry, Pete, they're in a zone defense. That's a tough defense to come out and try to eclipse a lead like the Eagles have.
Pass inside. Back to Vereen with a shot up, no good. Gets the rebound, puts another shot up. And we have another referee's whistle.
Well, nice inside work there by Vereen and Valentine, playing back and forth. Almost caught for a 3-second call there, though, Pete.
Now Vereen will head to the line. Nothing but net. Looks like that taped up hand of hers didn't affect her free throw at all.
No, and going in, like we were saying before, they're shooting 20. They were shooting 26 of 36 at the foul line, so they're comfortable once they get there, and that kind of helps with the trapping defense.
Next one is on its way and through. Vikings break the press this time down the floor. And we have a traveling call. Richardville called for the traveling. And the Eagles will have the basketball back.
Well, Pete, even if they don't get the turnover off a steal, the turnover off a violation is just as good as the same.
And really a lot of those turnovers are caused by the confusion of the press that had started just a few moments before.
It speeds your decision making.
Makes you rushed.
Yes.
Oh, Vanderbilt will inbound. Gets it to Norris. And she shuffled her feet before she passed the ball.
Unfortunate there because she did have an open person.
Allen was wide open.
Only up by 11, but Coach Wade still has the pressure on. And you can see here in that replay that
she's pivoting well, but then she picks up her feet and starts walking.
That might hurt the Eagles right there with Young picking up her third foul in the first half and only the first couple minutes of the second quarter.
And that'll put Hazel Park in the bonus. They'll shoot 1-and-1s from here on out. First one is up. Off the front of the rim, but falls. Just hung on the front of the rim and went in.
The rim isn't supposed to be that kind to the visiting team, but it was that time.
Coombs' next one is bouncing around and gets the rubber rim and gets it to fall. Norris has it on the far side. Gets it into Ibarra, back to Norris, out to Vandermeulen, swinging it around the perimeter, trying to get it into the middle.
Good ball movement there. They're really shifting the defense and looking for the open spot.
Now Vandermeulen with the shot from the top of the key, no good. Rebounded by Ogles.
Another quick hand there by Anita Vandenmuller.
And that ball off the foot of the Viking player.
Nice
Wilson.
help from a fan there.
Oh, Vandermeulen will come back to get it. And another whistle and a reach-in foul. This is going to be called on Michaela Ogles.
Nice position there by Vereen. She really boxed her man off and was about to drop step in for a nice, easy layup.
Vereen's first one is off the rim, no good. Touched by a Viking, so it'll stay Eagle basketball. Well, Owens will go back to get it. Norris for the three. Over the rim, no good.
A little frustration there from Norris after missing the three. She picks up the foul.
Well, Coombs will shoot the 1-and-1 down to the end of the floor. First one falls.
Coons can't make it unless it hits a little bit of the rim. It seems like she has that.
Are you jinxing her? Are you trying to jinx her, Kevin?
Well, come on. That's not in my repertoire.
Let's see. Next one on the way. Off the front of the rim, no good. Nice job, Bryant.
Checks in the mail from Coach Wade there, I guess.
Skyline back down the floor.
Nice patience. Look for the open shot.
Norris with the shot. No good. And she draws the foul. Hasden will pick up the foul for the Vikings.
Looked like Norris when she gave a good pump fake there, and then it looks like the Hazel Park defender comes over from the back, and I think Norris actually felt her and drew the foul.
First free throw is no good from Norris.
Nice little routine there, but it didn't work out.
Next one's off the front of the rim, no good. Wilson pulled down the rebound, swung her elbow, and Norris took one right in the face.
To see something like this. I mean, it was unfortunate. It was an inadvertent elbow as she was turning, and Norris just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And that's the biggest player for one of the bigger players for. And she comes back and ouch.
Right in the cheek.
Yeah. And again, it looks inadvertent. She was just really trying to clear the ball. Nice to see Norris pop up. That never feels good, Pete, when you catch one in the chops.
That seems kind of obvious, Kevin. But I understand where you're coming from. That's got to hurt.
But it was still nice to see her get right back up.
Yeah.
You know, she's a tough player.
Well, it's lucky she didn't get hit in the nose or anything, or,
Yes.
breaking noses. Fortunately, I think she'll be all right. Oh, Schooner shooting free throws. First one is no good. And we have a tie ball situation. It'll be Hazel Park basketball on the possession arrow. No press by Skyline for probably the first time in the game, except at half court, and it works. Intercept by Schooner to Vandermeulen, and the layup is good.
Just what Coach Wade was saying before the game, he likes to switch up those defensive sets and lulled the Vikings into sleep and thinking that there wasn't any pressure, and right like that, here comes Anita Vandermeulen. She puts the pressure on, and she gets the recipient from Schooner.
Nice play by the Eagles. Really, so far in this game, they play very fundamentally well, and that's led to their 10-point lead at this point. 4:40 left in the half.
Well, they're learning. Each game they get out here, how to play, how to win, and in a game like this, you love to see that the fact that even in any kind of adversity, even when you lose a teammate, you're still dialed into the game. You're not losing your composure.
Exactly.
And taking a quick look at the injured Skyline player, Norris, and making sure everything's together.
Well, it looks like she might have a black eye tomorrow.
Unfortunately.
But,
it's always a good story, I'm telling you.
Oh, both teams back out on the floor after the timeout. One more foul by the Vikings will put the Eagles in the double bonus for the rest of the half.
Wonder what these two officials could be discussing right now on the baseline here. Going back over a play or something there, Pete. I'm not sure. Whatever it is, they're not sharing.
Definitely referees are discussing something.
Pete, I'm not sure what they could be discussing here. It seemed like a timeout just to reset the play there from the Vikings. And could it possibly be a foul discussion here or possession?
Now they head over to the scorer's table.
Possibly a discussion on the possession arrow. All we know is the crowd's getting a little restless in the background here.
Discussion has been settled, and we're about to get back underway. Now the Eagles are at three-quarter court. Let's see if they come up to meet at half court like they did before.
And here they come.
And tipped out of bounds by Skyline, so it'll stay Hazel Park basketball.
They're constantly making the Vikings players think.
Well, and the other thing is that the Vikings have got to be careful about not hanging on the ball for too long. They've got to move it. They've got to move the ball because they know that trap's coming.
And that would be the only thing I think Coach Wade can talk about at the break is a little bit, once they get a little bit too anxious sometimes, they get called for a reach in there because that seems like the only place the Vikings are at home right now is at the foul line.
And that's where Tiara Wilkerson is. Her first one is through the hoop. Wilkerson eyes the rim. And off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Vereen. Vanderbilt will bring it down the floor. And bring it out top of the key. Now into Vereen, puts a shot up, no good.
Oh, might have got away with one there. Got to hide that expression here, Vereen.
Wilkerson hits the floor, but she looks like she's okay. Another blocking foul. Skyline's 10th team foul, so that will put Wilkerson at the free throw line, shooting 2.
Wouldn't have been a foul if her foot was just a half an inch shorter.
Sometimes we can't do anything about the size of our feet, unfortunately. And first one is through. Wilkerson's next one is on the way and through.
Nice shot.
Now just 7-point lead for the Eagles at this point.
All of Wilkerson's points coming from the line.
Shot partially blocked. Picked up off the floor by Wilson. And Wilkerson, long pass down the floor for Coombs. Coombs puts a shot up, and there's a referee's whistle.
Wow, that was a tough call there. It looked like a lot of leather on that defensive play.
Allen's going to pick up the foul. We'll take a look at that foul on the replay.
You know, Sydney Allen, she's one of the taller Eagles, and she just puts her hand up, and I'm not sure. Maybe she got her down low.
Now, her feet were rising off the floor, so maybe the referee thought her feet weren't set. She wasn't flat-footed when the contact was made. Coombs' first free throw is good. Next one on the way, and rattles it home. And just like that, the Vikings have whittled this lead down to 5. 3:40 to play in the half.
And all from the foul line. Only 2 field goals made so far in the entire game. And this zone defense is now starting to slow the Eagles down.
His shot is up and good by Owens. Just a two-pointer, but a nice shot by Owens.
There's that pressure.
Wilkerson picks up the foul for Hazel Park after the steal by Vanderbilt, and maybe a little frustration trying to get the ball back. She gets called for the foul, and that puts Hazel Park in a double bonus.
And Vandermeulen, she's long. Watch her arms here. I mean, she just sticks them up, and she kind of like glue. The ball just stuck to her. And that's probably a good foul because it was going to be an open layup the other way for the Eagles.
Yeah, first free throw is good. Next one is off the side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Ferris. And Ibarra in the passing lane picks it off. Now Schunar with a shot and good.
Very good pass there by Vandermeulen. Again, she's just everywhere.
Now long pass gets it to Combs. Shot by Richardville is no good. Rebounded by Skyline. Owens with the three, and that's short.
On the ground. That's what you like to see. Get on the ground. Maybe the Viking player might be.
Number 13, Cena Webster in the game, Skyline.
Well, it looks like the Viking player is going to tough it out. Looks like her elbow is a little bummed that time.
Well, stay Skyline basketball. Long shot by Schunar is good. For three.
Sonar's second three on the night.
Vikings back down the floor. Tipped out of bounds by Vandermeulen. Will stay Hazel Park basketball.
Nice little run here by the Eagles. Vikings had dropped it to 5-point game and 8 unanswered now by the Eagles.
Three-pointer is off the rim, no good by Pasden. Under 2 minutes to play in the half. Vandermeulen will slow it down. Move it around. Long shot by Schunar. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Ferris underneath the basket.
I think that was a heat check shot there, Pete.
Now Richardville, top of the key. To Coombs. Coombs with a set shot. That misses everything. And Wilson out of bounds for Hazel Park, so it'll be Skyline basketball.
Tough shooting effort so far by Hazel Park.
Coach Wade dictating offense. There's stripped by Hazel Park. Nice job there by Wilson.
Sydney Allen kind of brought the ball right to the defender and didn't have to say it twice, but the Vikings player just took it right out of her hands.
And we go back down the floor to shoot some more free throws.
Ooh. Somebody has to close the door there. That missed everything.
Are you saying wind blew that ball off course?
Something. Big gust.
First free throw is off the back of the rim, no good. Next one is on the way, and it's through.
Cheyenne Ferris in the game for Hazel Park.
One minute to play in the half. Owens back to Vandermeulen. Now down in the corner.
And they might want to step out on her when Schooner gets over there. And
Owen with the long shot off the front of the rim, no good. Another rebound by Ferris.
oh, good screen there.
Ferris set up the screen into Coombs. She loses the handle. Now back down the floor, Vandermeulen. And she shuffled her feet before the shot. Traveling.
If she would have had the ball one step earlier, she really could have composed herself and took the ball up strong to the rim.
Now Eagles will bring up their press. They get it down the floor. Long shot by Toma. Off the rim, no good. Owen with the long three. Doesn't hit anything. Rebound by Allen, and the putback is good.
Sydney Allen just took the ball, didn't bring it back down, took it right back up. Nice way to end the first half, Pete.
And that's going to do it after one half of play. It's Skyline 30 and Hazel Park 16. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with second half action and some stats right here on City TV Sports.
PEG TV. Public, education, and government television programs reflect the specific interests and diversity of local communities. You've probably watched it without really knowing what it is or how it benefits you directly. Each community has its own personality, its own style, its own priorities, its own obstacles and needs. And one thing each community has in common is not just the need for its own voice, but access to the means to express it. PEG TV provides that. PEG TV channels are non-commercial and combined nationally deliver more original, locally made shows than all commercial television stations combined. PEG TV delivers entertaining, informational programs for everyone: seniors, youth, parents, educators, consumers, and in some areas delivers multilingual programming for ethnic communities. PEG TV also provides vital election coverage, public safety, and emergency information specific to where you live. Standard programming often includes council and commission meetings, public service announcements, and informational bulletin boards. Special interest programming often includes local festivals, parades, concerts, talk shows, magazine-style shows, and other programs unique to your village, your township, your city, and your neighborhood, which are often overlooked by commercial media programming. In many communities, PEG TV provides the only coverage of local government. Without PEG, it can be difficult for citizens to stay informed about local government issues and events. Your community has a voice, and that voice is speaking to your subdivision, your streets, your senior citizens, your property, and your family's safety, and it's speaking to you. Please learn more about this valuable resource. Tune in to your local PEG channels, then give the following websites a visit. Remember, we are your voice. PEG TV, public education and government television. Your voice, your community, your PEG.
Be a part of creating television for your community. Come on into the Community Television Network, CTN, where we offer free services like production training, facilities, and airtime to Ann Arbor residents and nonprofit groups. CTN, where Ann Arbor is on TV.
And welcome back to Skyline Hazel Park basketball action. We're just about to get second half action underway. And want to run down the stats for us there, Kevin?
Sure. Zena Sunar was the leading scorer for the Eagles with 10 points, followed by Sarah Vereen with 6, and Janae Sims, she had 7. 2 points each for Owens as well as Allen. And then for the Vikings, the leading scorer, they only had 2 field goals made, so it was a lot of more free throws. It was 4 points for Wilkinson, 6 for Combs, 1 for Wilson, as well as 2 for Silva.
And Skyline basketball. Sims will gather it in at the top of the key. Now Vandermeulen with it. Back to Young. Trying to work the ball into Tori Norris. Norris back in the game after hitting the deck with a elbow to the cheek. She has made her way back into the game.
Nice to see her back out on the court. Nowhere for that harm.
Now Young has it for Skyline. And we have another whistle.
I think they may have caught Vereen inside the key a little bit too long there.
Full court press by the Eagles. Wilkerson breaks it down the lane, off the backboard and rim and in. Ciara Wilkerson with the field goal.
That time the Eagles got caught too much in the front court, and Wilkinson really just took it right to the lane herself. You take a look here, right here, you see how they... We'll catch back up with that play.
Well, Skyline looks to set up its offense. Pass it into the inside. 2 shots no good. Rebound Norris. Fought for. Now pulled away by Hazel Park. Pasden down the floor. And Vandermeulen getting into the passing lane and knocking it out of bounds.
I think you've been saying that all night, Pete.
Vandermeulen. I'll probably be saying it in my sleep tonight.
In the passing lane. And you can see that last play here from Hazel Park, and Wilkinson goes right to the lane, and they didn't waste time getting on the old field goal stat sheet in the second half here.
Now Wilkerson with the long shot. Off the rim, no good. Norris will pull the rebound down.
Good position there by Ford to tip it to one of her teammates.
Pass into Ford. And she draws a foul.
You can see Ford gets it, and she's going right up, and then she gets hit right on the wrist there, so gets to the foul line, see if she can convert.
And misses both of them. Now Richardville gets it to Wilkerson. Wilkerson down the lane, puts a shot up and in.
Tiara Wilkinson is not bashful going to the rim. She knows what she's doing when she gets the ball.
And we know the referee's whistle. And Tori Wilson will pick up the foul for Hazel Park. Hope you're enjoying all the action here on City TV Sports. Pete Poirier along with Kevin Bryant. All the play-by-play action for you. 6:03 left in the third quarter. Skyline with the 10-point, now 11-point advantage. 31-20. Another free throw for Vandermeulen.
Important shot here so they could set up that pressure defense.
Next one on the way, and it's good. Inbounded to Wilkerson. Wilkerson breaking the press on her own. Camped out underneath the basket was Ogles, but she couldn't put it in. Well, rebound pulled down by Ford. And Skyline will bring it back down the floor. That shot in and out, no good. Put back by Ford. And she's held, and she'll draw the foul.
Strong rebound there by Ford. She really boxed out and went up, got the ball, actually snatched it from a teammate before she put it back up towards the rim.
Ogles with the foul for Hazel Park. Hazel Park already with 4 team fouls. First free throw is nothing but net. First one's off the front of the rim, no good. Picked up by Norris. She puts it up. No good, but draws another foul. Tori Norris will head to the free throw line.
Nice play there by Norris, following up a errant shot off the foul line there. Doesn't look to be experiencing any kind of any problems from that really tough shot she took in the jaw
Other
first
than
half.
you jinxing her on that free throw, which she missed.
She'll get over that.
Next one's on the way. And that was also off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Hazel Park. Baseball pass to Coombs. To Wilkerson underneath the basket. She puts a shot up, no good, but draws the foul. Looks like Olivia Ford grabbed Wilkerson there. Olivia Ford will pick up that foul.
And Ford, as you can see here in the replay, she just lost her balance there, and the feet got kind of tangled up. And unfortunately, they're going to call that every time.
And really, Ford didn't have to do much as Wilkerson was really far too deep underneath the basket to really make that shot. She could have waited for the rebound. First free throw by Wilkerson is good.
Trying to catch her breath there.
Wilkerson, a one-woman scoring machine here in the second half here for the Vikings.
Well, she's really taking over, ball handling and going right to the rim and putting up shots.
Next one is on the way, and nothing but net.
She's pretty good at the foul line as well.
Ball tipped out of bounds by Tiara Wilkerson. It's all over the court.
Just need a couple other Viking players to step up with her. As you see Coach Keith Waits still trying to put some pressure on.
Now that shot misses everything. Picked away by Young. Back to Sims. Sims drives the lane. That shot's no good. Sims gets it back and puts it up and in.
Way to stay with the play there, Sims. And here comes that pressure.
Sims out fighting the Michaela Ogles. Ogles having 4 inches on Sims, and Sims just took the ball away from her and put it away.
Well, sometimes you just don't even matter. You just go in there, and as you take a look at it, Sims, she fought for the rebound as well as taking it away from the player, power dribble, and go right up off the backboard.
Nice job on the replay there to display that. Janae Sims with the play, and she will inbound the basketball. Quick shot by Schooner is no good. Now Wilkerson down the floor, puts the shot up and in.
Total different player, second half. Wilkerson is just kind of a bull. She's putting her head down, dribbling hard.
Oh, but as you said, Kevin, she's going to have more help for the scoring. And there's a three-pointer by Janae Sims for Skyline. They're calling it 2.
It was close. It was really close.
Skyline foul on Tori Norris, first second, team second. Hazel Park takes all out. Okay, bye.
again, Coach Wade shuffling players in and out.
And check with the scorers table. They are calling that a 3 from Janae Sims. Score is 38-24. Shot, no good. Coombs with the shot, off the front of the rim, no good. Picked away by Vanderbulen. And the shooter will get it to Vanderbulen. And now the scorers table has changed it back to a 2 after some discussion. It is 37-24 in favor of Skyline. And we have it on the replay, and clearly inside the arc.
Yeah.
Well, Hazel Park breaking the press, getting it down the floor.
Defensive pressure can cause, as we said in the first half, Pete, it can either be a steal or a clean steal or another violation turnover.
Traveling this time. Skyline has done a good job all night forcing turnovers, Kevin. Oh, Young has it on the wing.
Give it to her. There she is.
Looking to get into Ibarra. Ibarra hits the deck. Ferris will pick up the foul for Hazel Park.
And you like to see the inbound play there, well, the inbound pass, but nice pivot move there by Ibarra. Just lost her footing. Well, she had some help.
Oh, into Ibarra again. Back to Young. Young with a shot. Not off the rim, no good. Put back by Shinar is good.
Zena Shinar came right in and followed that up and kept the ball high, went right back up and put it in for 2.
Now Wilkerson bringing it down the floor.
Good defense, causing a 5-second violation and another turnover, Pete.
It's like a broken record.
Defensive pressure has been it's one of the staples that the Eagles have been consistent with all year long.
Now entry pass to Ibarra is tipped back out. Now to the other side of the floor. Into Ibarra once again. Kicks it out to Vanderbulen with the shot. And it's good for 3.
Good ball movement there by the Eagles to find that open shot.
And Hazel Park will call a timeout. Skyline up by 18 here with 2:19 to go in the third quarter. Hazel Park started off the third quarter with a good start, but Skyline, with just their defensive pressure, has made all the difference, and they forced themselves out to an 18-point lead.
Well, that's what Coach Keith Wade was saying. He wanted to see if there was any adversity his team might face and learn from it, and it looks like they are. Doesn't hurt that you're in your own home gym as well, playing in front of some friends and family. That was a nice three-pointer there by Vandenmuller. She's been the player that's been in the passing lane, the rebounding, and she's even found time to put in some deep buckets.
It's been all over the floor. It's probably been their best player of the night.
I'd say so. Most consistent player. You know, you've had spurts by Sims as well as, well, you got to look at Zena Schooner. I mean, she's been putting up some very good shots, hit 2 3-pointers in the first half. Good all-around effort so far.
Eagles pressing once again.
Now this is 100% man pressure here. No zone.
Now Richardville gets it across the timeline. Richardville still with it. Ibarra will pick up the foul for the Eagles.
You heard Coach Wade screaming to Anita Vandenmuller to come up and trap one step before then, and that's where he wanted it to have, but the ball got a little bit too deep into his own pressure there.
Inbounded to Toma. She puts it up and in for the basket for the Vikings. A long shot off the rim, no good. Picked up off the floor by Vandermeulen.
Kept alive by Schooner. She's everywhere. And
Now
open.
Schooner with the three-pointer. Off the rim, no good.
Good effort.
And ball out of bounds. It'll be Viking basketball.
You like to see that from Schooner. She missed the shot, and who's going to know that ball's going to be missed? The shooter. Followed it up nicely.
And that inbound pass too far. Another turnover. Once again, it'll be Eagle basketball on their side of the floor. Schooner will inbound. Vandermeulen. Entry pass is stolen. Nice job by Ferris. And Richardville with it. Over to Toma. Toma nearly loses the handle, but she picks it up off the floor. Allen will pick up the foul. Well, Hazel Park passed to no one, picked up off the floor by Vandermeulen. And just like that down the floor, Vandermeulen with the shot. And no good, but she draws the foul.
Vandermeulen had a tough angle there, but she still was able to get the ball up. And as you tell any young player, you're always going to get something good happen if you're going to drive the lane hard. You're either going to get the 2 points or the foul.
Pasden picking up the foul for Hazel Park. First free throw's on the way, and it's good. Textbook free throw shooting there. Next one on the way. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Schooner. Now Schooner sets up for another three-pointer, and it rattles home.
14,
Nice shot there.
An aggressive defense played by Young. She picks up another foul, her fourth.
Boy, Schooner was a good foot behind the three-point line on that one. Her third of the night.
20-point advantage for the Eagles, 46-26. 51 and a half seconds left here in the third quarter. Oh, nice inbound to Richardville. She gets a shot up, no good.
Ball bouncing the Eagles' way there.
Now Sims will walk it up the floor. Nice intercept there by Silva.
Tough angle for a pass like that. Oh, she just dribbled to the trap.
And we're going to have a tie-up. Possession arrow favoring the Eagles.
The Vikings player there, you got to keep the ball up. You can't bring it down to your defenders. Makes it a little bit too easy for them.
Silva was surrounded by three Eagle defenders.
This will probably be the final play of the quarter here.
10 seconds left. Vandermeulen with the shot, and good. Little scoop shot for Anita Vandermeulen.
You don't see that too often. She went to the other hand, went with the left hand there. That was sweet to end the third quarter.
As I told you, Kevin, it's the best.
It's the best. I'm starting to believe you a little bit there.
And after 3 quarters of play, it's Skyline 48 and Hazel Park 26. Right here on City TV Sports. And here's that drive by Vandermeulen.
Good crossover.
Switches hands.
Impressive.
I think I even heard her call glass too.
Impressive. I like that move. I mean, and then the way she, played it like, yes, that's what I meant to do, and it was. Nice, strong move there by Anita Vandermuller.
Great way to finish the third quarter for the Skyline Eagles.
Very impressive defensive effort. They came in, they being the Eagles, only giving up 44 points total, and they're well on their way to improving that.
And they're looking to score 60 a game, and they're well on their way to doing that as well.
And then we mentioned in our open and their wins that's what they do. They're able to put 60-plus points on the board and hold their opponents down. I mean, to be only in your second varsity year, this team might be a team that other teams in the SEC should start to pay close attention to, folks.
Well, I think Coach Wade is getting what he asked for in this team tonight. He's getting what he wants on the defensive end, and he's getting what he wants on the offensive end. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased.
I would. I mean, the only thing that in the first half the Vikings were doing well was they were getting to the foul line, and you mentioned they opened the second half up, but Eagles weren't having it. They turned up the defensive effort, and now they're up big.
So, Vikings will start possession and start it with a travel.
Some coaches give their team positive points when they get turnovers. If so, Eagles might have a day off of practice, how many turnovers they've created tonight.
Now Cena Webster in the game. She gets it to Sims, to Vandermeulen. Inside to Allen, and Allen puts it up and in.
Sydney Allen, she really steadied herself where she took that one up. Good shot.
Now Wilkerson coast to coast, can't hit it. Rebounded by Schooner. Now Janae Sims with it. Down the floor to Allen. She can't hit the layup. Pulled down by Sims. Now Sims gets it back. Long jumper, no good. Now, Toma corralled it there in the corner for the Vikings. And Wilkerson will bring it up the floor.
Sims really put nice arc on the ball there on all of her shots. She's kind of a set shot, less of a jump shot shooter.
Foul called on Cena Webster for the Eagles.
It's always a nice game when you get everybody involved, and that's what's happening right now for Coach Wade. He's subbing very liberally.
Now Toma with the shot, no good. Rebound fought for. The possession arrow in favor of the Eagles. Entry pass denied. Nice job there. Now Combs is trapped. Gets it to Wilkerson. Wilkerson up the floor to Ogles. And Ogles gets it to Pasden for the lay-in. Nice job getting the ball up the floor by the Vikings.
Well, when they get the pressure of on the front court like the Eagles, it was pretty easy just to throw over it.
Yeah, Vandermeulen considered the three-pointer. There's a shot by Vereen. She shuffled her feet before the shot.
Yeah, it's the second time. We saw that in the first half where she became a little bit impatient. She needs to put that ball on the ground and really spin into the defender. One of the free open looks there for the Vikings. Good effort. That'll leave a mark.
Pasden with the shot, no good. Now long baseball pass down for Vandermeulen underneath the basket, up and good.
Boy, you really like to see the way Anita Vandermeulen puts it up with her left hand. Very skilled. Not too much movement there for the Vikings. All kind of standing around.
And before the shot, I think Coach Barrios heard you talking because She took a timeout before that shot. And I think she saw the same things you did, that Hazel Park was just not moving.
No one was moving. Everybody was standing and looking around. And take a quick look at Vandermuur, Anita Vandermuller. Look at this nice left hand up with the top of the backboard. Textbook, as you were saying earlier, Pete.
Absolutely.
And she's right-handed. Just wanted to put that in there for us righties.
Yeah, well, there's too many of you and not enough of us, so.
Well, just saying.
It could be that the Vikings are getting a little bit discouraged here, like midway through the fourth quarter. Down 24 points. It's tough. There's a nice shot.
Good play for Hazel Park after the timeout. Snuck somebody down on the low block.
Near steal by Toma. Now Young to Webster. Webster puts a shot up, no good. Ball's out of bounds in favor of the Eagles. Now Young will put the shot up, no good. Rebounded by Paige Wint.
I think Wint is the last player on the bench to get in tonight, and it's nice to see her get on the stat sheet right away.
Oh, Wilkerson handling. Try to get a quick pass, but it's deflected, picked off by Young. Young gets it to
big collision.
Owens. And we've got another whistle.
Nice to see Young there keep her head up and get the ball up to her teammate. And Owens is a player she's a tough player. And you saw her ripping the ball from a player earlier. And contact is not something that she's afraid of.
Owens' first free throw is good. Next one on the way is up and through. This Eagle team has got a bunch of good free throw shooters. That could serve them well come later in the season when it comes down to tournament time.
Good shooters overall. We've seen a lot of three-pointers fall for them as well.
Well, Valentine pulls down the rebound on the missed shot by Hazel Park. Young to Owens, back to Young. Now swinging around, and that pass too high for Webster and out of bounds. It'll be Hazel Park basketball.
Good thought, though. Wanted to rotate the ball around the arc, make the defense move. Just a tad bit too high.
Wilkerson with a long shot. A little flat off the back of the rim, no good. Going to be picked up by Wint. And the pass to Owens. She can't handle it. It's out of bounds, and it'll be back to the Vikings. Now Wilkerson walking up the floor. Now Ferris with it down low. Cross court.
Nice effort. Good save there.
Saved by Pazin, but no Viking there to pick it up. So Skyline, just like that, back on the floor. Young driving. And she's going to be called for the travel. Kayla Morley coming into the game for Skyline.
Coach Wade just keeps them coming in. He has a nice deep team, especially when you get a game like this. It's nice to get everyone involved. So at the post-game locker room chatter is going to be pretty good for everyone.
Well, everybody likes to play.
Good pressure.
Wilkerson holding it up high. Now back to Pasden with a long three-pointer. It's through.
Whoa!
Ailey Pasden.
That's her second on the night, and that was deep.
Any further, she'd be shooting that from outside the gym.
Another point. Give her a 4-pointer in.
Oh, Young will back it out. Set up the Skyline offense. Now injury pass to Valentine. And as she catches, we have a referee's whistle. And that's going to be Silva with the foul. And Melissa Valentine will head to the free throw line.
Coming right at you. Pow. Nice shot there.
Valentine's first one is in and out, no good. And Elizabeth Bauer into the game for Skyline, and I believe that is it for Skyline. Everybody's played.
Until he finds somebody from the JV that he wants to get in. Coach Wade has been subbing everyone.
Oh, Toma with the long shot, no good. Rebound by Pasden, put back is up and in.
Might be a little late, but that's the answer that Hazel Park was looking for, somebody else besides Wilkerson to get in on the act.
Oh, under 2 minutes to play here in the fourth. Nice job of denying by Ogles, but out of bounds in favor of the Eagles.
Looks like Coach Wade was saying that's when you want to bounce that ball up in there.
Oh, Bauer inbounds to Owens. Bauer trying to get it inside to Morley. That's picked off by the Vikings. And we have another foul. Troy Owens will pick up the foul for the Eagles. Gerson's first one is on the way, no good off the rim. Rebounded by Webster.
Coach Wade brings in his best ball handler of the night. Steady the offense now. Let's see if they can get a ball inside.
Now Wentz over to Bauer, back out to Vandermeulen.
Good skip pass there.
Working the ball from side to side.
There you go.
Now into Wentz. Wentz having trouble handling the basketball. Bounce pass back out to Vandermeulen.
Wow, good.
And Went with the
pass.
shot. No good, but she draws the foul. Under a minute to play, 55.3 to be exact.
Cena Webster surprised everyone with that quick pass back in, but
and Paige Wint gets on the score sheet.
nice way to go into the winter break with a good win like this. And next 3 games for the Eagles are going to be on the road, so it's nice to give a present to the hometown crowd here.
And have something positive to take on the road with them this effort tonight. Wint's second one is good. Wilkerson with a long 3 shot, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Ogles, put back, no good.
Look up.
And Webster will grab the rebound. And it's going to go back over to the Vikings on the turnover. And there's an intercept by Bauer. She can't handle it. Inside to Ogles. Ogles puts it on the floor. Puts the shot up. No good.
I think the ref swallowed his whistle on that one.
Ogles with another shot. Now Silva. And that's going to do it. And then Skyline comes away with a 21-point victory, 56-35. I'd like to thank all the people that make this production possible. Our director, Greg McDonald.
Congratulations to both teams for the great effort, great sportsmanship.
We're going to take a quick break and be right back.
Skyline fans, join us for the next home game, January 13th against Bedford at 7 p.m.
Hi, I'm Jim Blow, host of Conversations. Twice a month, I have the opportunity to interview the people in Ann Arbor you care to see and hear from. City council members, the mayor, members of the school board, all the way to members of Congress. I've had the pleasure over the past 18 years of bringing these people to you. I invite you to join me and the rest of Ann Arbor in Conversations here on City TV, Channel 19.
Ward Talk. Ann Arbor City Council members take your phone calls live. It's the third Wednesday of each month, only on Channel 19 City TV.
Hi, I'm Dana Denha, and tune into City TV to find out what's happening in our community.
And welcome back to City TV Sports. After a 56-35 win at the post-game interview, I'm happy to be joined with winning coach of the Eagles, Coach Wade. Nice game tonight. What do you think your team learned from such a lopsided effort, really?
Well, I think we learned that we have to continue to be aggressive and play defense the entire game. We got up 10-0, I think, and we kind of relaxed in some areas. And the type of team we are, we have to apply pressure the whole game to be successful.
Well, it's one of the things you had mentioned to me before the game started was adversity. You know, your team was they're learning to win, and it seemed that they did have a little bit of adversity, but they came right back firing.
They did, and we were very impressed with that. We preach body language. The girls really don't know it. We show them on film, but they miss a shot, they start hanging their head and slumping their shoulders. So we're trying to preach body language, keep the body language up all game, and I felt they did a good job today.
And one of the outstanding players this evening, Schooner. I mean, she was everywhere. 3 3-pointers as well as a lot of rebounders. Could you talk just a little bit about her?
She played well tonight. We've been working with her on the defensive side of the basketball, and we told her that if you're in position on defense, it's going to open up your offense. So I can't wait to get in the locker room and tell her I told you so.
Well, nice victory tonight. Congratulations again, and good luck on the remaining part of the season.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming out.
We'll be right back with Pete Poirier to wrap things up right here from Skyline High.
And the final, 56-35, Skyline takes it here from the Eagles' Nest. I'd like to thank our director, Greg McDonald, audio and replay by Rob Cross, computer graphics by Robert Hughes, and our camera guys, Slim Jim McKinley, Mike Dermody, and Dana Denha. And for Kevin Bryant, this is Pete Poyer. Once again, the final from the Eagles' Nest. It's Skyline 56 and Hazel Park 35.